Hi, this is DOSBox Mom, and welcome back to Let's Play Tunnels and Trolls. That first attempt at the battle against General Shang and his lieutenants didn't go so well. Basically because I reloaded from a save game before I re-equipped the bows. Having the bows did make a big difference. But on the second attempt, with the bows equipped, it worked much better, and we've won. As Shang breathes his last, there's a commotion from outside the throne room. Zombies burst into the room and begin slaughtering all within. Okay. Now I think this battle, we'll want to see if we can take them out without using the Zombies Bane Talisman, because I think after Marionarsis comes back and he's possessed, we're going to need it then. Let's block. Or actually, no, shoot. He's got the arbalest. Okay, and we'll have her use... Probably take that, you fiend. As the last of the half-orcs falls beneath the zombie onslaught, the necromancer Marionarsis strides into the throne room, his purple robe swirling around him. The zombies fall back away from you as Marionarsis approaches. He kicks the fallen form of Shang disdainfully. So, he cackles, you've slain the barbarian pig. Such a valuable service must not go unrewarded. Tarry here, and I'll return with gold. Having said this, Marionarsis walks over to the bier to the right of the throne, and without breaking stride, passes through its plane and disappears. A short time passes when suddenly there's a disturbance behind the tapestries on the east wall. The tapestries are jerked aside, and Marionarsis staggers into the room. Oh yeah, now he's possessed. In his left hand he clutches a crystal skull. He's making odd gibbering noises. He catches sight of you and points at you accusingly. His face goes through a number of contortions. When he finally speaks, the voice is not his own. Fools, he shouts in a strangely feminine voice, you have inconvenienced me greatly with the death of General Shang. You shall pay dearly. Okay. The zombies about you stir. The main entrance is blocked by zombies, but there is a clear path to the mirror through which Marionarsis passed. You make a dash for the mirror or attack Marionarsis. Let's try attacking. And this is where we want to use the Zombies Bane Talisman. And we'll have Magnus take out Marionarsis quickly. Now, we're going to have her, and she doesn't have the Zombies Bane Talisman equipped. Oh, crap. Okay, hang on, people. We're going to have to reload this and do this whole sequence over again. So we'll be back in a sec. Well, amazingly enough, somehow the Zombies Bane Talisman worked even without having it officially equipped. But we did defeat Marionarsis and the zombies and got a couple hundred experience each. And we got all this cool stuff. So let's see who can use the wizard's wand beside a wizard. Just have to remind myself. I know we already did this whole sequence before. Well, definitely Arwen's going to want to have the robes of Marionarsis. Okay. Anybody can use the wizard's wand, but it's a two-handed weapon. And wizards can use it as a greatsword. Okay. But I know there's a reason why we want to keep Kazan's staff equipped. Well, Kazan's staff works as a 2d6 one-handed weapon. That can also be equipped by a warrior, rogue, or wizard. So maybe we could give Kazan's staff to Sinead. Okay. Alright, let's give some of Arwen's spare stuff to some other people, like Damiana juice, maybe the Gilligan clove tea. We'll give her the robes of Marionarsis and the wizard's wand. And then we'll unequip the chakram. And let's just make sure. Yeah. And then we'll give Kazan's staff to Sinead. And we'll have Sinead unequip the heavy longbow and equip Kazan's staff. And she should still have her chakram. Yeah, it looks like they were getting kind of low on arrows anyway. Crystal Skull, I'm not quite sure what we do with that, but we'll give that to Arwen for now too. And then we'll have her, let's see, unequip the leather armor and equip the robes of Marionarsis. And it looks like she could use a helmet now. Cool. Alright, that looks pretty good. A number of human warriors wearing the colors of Marionarsis burst into the room. The leader of the group, a large man with flaming red hair by the name of Rex Swordmaster, strides over to the still form of Marionarsis and prods it with the toe of his boot. A visible look of relief passes over his face and he grins at you. You seem to have saved us the trouble of killing this madman, he tells you. After giving a number of terse orders concerning the securing of the castle, Rex turns his attention back to you. He thanks you again for the great service you've rendered. He explains they have no treasure to reward you, but he tells you there is a minor treasure room in this level of the castle. He gestures toward the large mirror to the right of the throne, tells you that it's in reality a secret entrance to the part of the castle rumored to contain the treasure room. He wishes you the best of luck, then turns and strides out of the throne room. Okay, let's have Arwen equip that Zombies Bane Talisman just in case she needs it. Oh. Okay, whatever. It apparently worked well enough even without being equipped, so we won't worry about it. And we're going to save, perhaps in save position 3. I wonder if we can rest here now. Arwen certainly needs a good rest. Okay. Now, I assume they're Rex's warriors. As you step into the mirror, there's an odd twisting sensation. You find yourself in a small room. At its center is a glowing pool of water ringed by a white marble steps leading down into the pool. The pool glows white for a moment, then pulses a deep red, finally glowing a bright green. It continues to shift colors in no discernible pattern. So it's basically a teleporter. It can take you to different places, including volcano overkill. Now, let's see if we can figure out save game last one. Yeah. Okay, we should be able to rest safely here. Let's see where we are, B6. And let's dig out those instructions on how to negotiate the maze. Okay, safe path through it is A8. Of course, the problem is A8, that would be the wall, 1 square north. And 2 squares to the east. Well, let's see. No. Okay, well here, this should be B8. Okay. Then C9. D9. No. Okay. Okay, well, we'll assume that what they're calling A8 is actually B8. Then we're going to go south 1, then southeast 1 to the next. Okay, then south 1, then southeast one, okay, then we're going to go south 2, then southeast one more, I think. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No. Okay. We'll try it again. So I think we had it, we were going pretty well most of the way. Okay. D9. Okay. E10. F10. G10. Okay. So maybe H10. Okay, C9. Yeah, I'm going to pause while we negotiate this and see if I can figure it out any better. So I'll be back in a bit. Okay, and we're back. Yeah, basically, I think I can show you on the map here. Yeah, basically you get down here, instead of going here, you go south one more, then northeast, and then basically you continue following the online directions. You go one more east, then northeast, then southeast, and now we're just outside the entrance to the treasure room. And let's save that and loot the treasure. We got 1,000 silver. Ooh, 30 jewelry. And 12 topazes. And 500 gold. So lots and lots of treasure. So all kinds of good stuff. Now, let's... Yeah, okay. Alright, to get back out, go from D9 to E8 to F8. Let's see where we are. We're back at the entrance to the room. Ah, okay. Yeah, and we should be able to go straight back to the trapdoor this way. Hopefully. And unfortunately we cannot just run. Okay. Yeah, we'll have her cast Cat Eyes. And then let's see. Okay, I think we'll have her maybe take that, you fiend. Okay, this may take a while. I'm going to pause it and see if we can get through this. Just a second. And we're back. This time we did save just before going into this hallway and ran into only one ghost, which didn't automatically cast Darkest Hour, so we were able to defeat it. Although Magnus has been cursed with a loss of luck. And there's a trapdoor. Now we can get out. And we can resupply from the castle stores, wet our whistle at the tavern, or thank the castle guardians and continue on our way. Why don't we wet our whistle at the tavern? Maybe a bit of ale and bread loaf. That's usually a nice snack. Okay, and I think we'll basically just end the episode at this point and find some place to sell off all our loot and then continue exploring probably north of the escarpment in the next episode. See you then.